Welcome back, everybody. Today we got another Kevin Samuels classic. And trust me, this one goes left fast.
Hi, how are you?
I am well.
I'm good. Can you hear me?
I did. What did I get wrong?
I don't think you got anything wrong. I was hoping that you could help me out.
If you could do me a favor. The YouTube channel, if you have that on?
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead and close that YouTube window.
Okay, hold on.
All right. Do. No. Cute name. Yeah, we need cute names. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
1 second.
All right. You got all that noise in the back.
Okay,
What's going on? Yeah, I can.
Okay, so
What do you need my
I just
help
want
with?
you to help me out. I feel like I've kind of gotten into the feminist propaganda growing up. So I'm trying to get all of that out of my head so I can find myself a husband.
Okay. All right. Feminist propaganda. So were you raised by mom and dad?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 27.
27. You're in Murderer's Row right now. It's like, ooh, got to get it done. And what part of the country are you in?
Say it again.
What part of the country are you in?
So I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
All right. And do you want to have children?
I do.
How
I
many?
want a pretty big family.
Pretty big. How many is pretty big?
Like 4 or 5.
4.
I grew up with 3 brothers and 1 sister, so
All right.
I like big families.
Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife or do you want to actually work?
Yes, so I want to be a stay-at-home wife. I don't have any kids right now or anything. I kind of just been working on my business for the past 6 years, so I actually have my own business.
What kind of
at
business
home
are you in?
now? So
What kind of
I
business?
wouldn't mind staying at home and working from home.
Okay, what kind of business?
I'm a fashion designer.
Huh. There you go. You actually make clothes?
Yes, I
Okay.
make gowns.
Cool. Profitable business. You can get it. All right. So, what led you into this? Okay, who runs the house between mom and dad? Who made the final decision?
My dad. My mom was actually a homemaker. And
Then how the hell did you get into feminist propaganda?
so I actually
I am
I
woman,
don't know,
hear me roar. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know. I've always just loved designing and being a designer. So wanting to own my own business and work was something that always drove me. So when my mom quit her job after having me and just wanted to stay at home, I was always like, Mom, why don't you want to get a job? Why don't you want to help me?
I get it. You didn't see what mom did as like work. That's what happened.
Sorry, I can barely hear you.
I said you didn't see what mom did as like work, or like a lot of the women in the baby boom generation didn't see what women in the silent generation did as work. I get it. Mom was a homemaker. You're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And entrepreneurialism, especially among black women in Atlanta, does equate to feminism a lot of times. All right. So you're 27 years old. Are you in a sorority?
Yes, I am.
Which one?
I'm an AKA.
Ski-wee. So you're like prototypical.
Is there any way you can turn your volume up? I can barely hear you.
Yeah. Let me see. You should be able to hear me, but let me make sure. And my volume is up. On Zoom, do you have the Zoom on speaker?
Let me see.
Do you have a head, an
There it
earpiece?
goes. Okay.
You got
I can
it?
hear you a lot better.
All right. So, mom was a homemaker. So, did you ever ask mom how she got dad?
That's a great question. They actually met at church.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was really pretty sheltered. Actually, I grew up Seventh-day Adventist.
Okay.
They met at church. And
Okay.
then, yeah.
Do you go to
went
church?
I do now. I kind of, when I moved away from home, because I'm actually from Seattle, Washington. So when I moved away from home, I
Right.
kind of stopped
Okay.
going for a while, got caught up in Atlanta, but I
Right.
kind of got back more into myself
All right. I'm
and
going
go
to
to
say
church.
so your family's
No.
from the West Coast?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to say this just because of the city. Atlanta is known for a very an abnormally high STD rate.
Yes, I've
Just
heard.
just
I know.
just as a new resident, I would tell you just want to make sure you have a clean bill of health.
Yes.
That's
I've actually been here for 3 years now in Atlanta. But actually, I haven't dated anybody this whole year.
Okay.
So I've just,
Cool.
I'm really.
So how active are you? How active are you socially?
I try to stay socially active, but since I'm a fashion designer, I go to a lot of like fashion shows and things more in that realm. So
Yeah, I
don't
know. I'm
meet
in a
the
similar
type of
business, and then there's a bunch of
men.
women and gay guys.
Yes, exactly.
I know. I feel like I know. So I walk in there after they realize he's not gay. It's like, hey, how you doing? Okay, so you want to stay at home. So you can actually work from home and actually have revenue coming in. But let me ask the $64,000 question.
Okay.
I know what you do and I know what you want. What does Blake Henry get from you for being his wife? You got to. So this is what you call your sales pitch.
Okay.
How are you selling yourself to the market?
I'm definitely feminine. I love dressing up every day. Every day I go out, I wear heels. Dresses is a norm for me. Beautiful. I definitely keep up my looks, my mannerisms. Learning more how to cook. I don't really cook that much, but that's something I would definitely do for my husband.
Let me stop right there.
Yes.
There. You gotta cook. If you want a big, let me explain why. Practically. Okay. You want 3 children or so, right?
Yes.
Boys and girls. What's your dream mix of kids?
My mix would be like 2 boys, 2 girls.
2 boys, 2 girls. So you want to have 2 boys and 2 little AKAs in training.
Yes.
You mean to tell me you want somebody to prepare the food that's going to grow them into adulthood?
No, I wouldn't say that.
That's why that's why you have to learn how to cook for your children, and your husband gets it as a benefit. But cooking is one of the ways in which you really can show love to your children and your husband. Plus, you can control all the stuff. You're in good shape. All this processed stuff going on, trust me, keeps the food bill down, everything else. Besides, you know how many women can't cook these days. You don't have to become a chef. Just learn how to do more than shake and bake. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Learn how to do some basic stuff. Right over here at Lenox Mall, I've been to 6 different cooking classes over there. All right, so you're feminine, this, that. If I had to ask what's the longest relationship you've ever been in?
Like a year and a half.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
That was in college. So maybe like 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah. I've definitely been married to my business.
Okay. All right. And so if I asked, and you say your age again, 27? 27.
Yes.
So if I asked your ex, what kind of girlfriend you were, what would he tell me?
I definitely think he would say I was a great girlfriend. Maybe I just am too busy.
Okay.
Like I work a lot.
Okay.
And so sometimes that can be intimidating for men that I used to date.
Okay.
Because, my business was getting
so let me put a tag right here. Ladies, this is called the exit interview. I suggest a lot of you, if you're cool with your ex, really truly are cool, you're not still hooking up. You got some distance. Go out and ask them what kind of girlfriend you were, and you might be surprised. That's for the audience. But this was years ago in college. So you've been focusing on your business. Okay.
Yeah.
How's that going to?
I fell prey to like the hookup culture.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So.
All right. So, how is that transition Well, let me ask you this. Has your business become really successful? Are you doing really well? Or are you still trying to break your way in? Where are you at?
I'm doing pretty well. Corona kind of set me back a little bit, but it's definitely to where I want it to be.
Okay. So, meeting a man on the kind of level here in Atlanta, there are a lot of us. There are a lot of these guys. But the question is going to become, how do you get on his program? Because it sounds like you're used to having your own program, not following a man's program.
Right.
So, are you in my group, The Mix?
Yes,
okay.
I am.
Hang out in there because what I'm starting to find a lot more younger women asking these questions. But see, that's the questions you're going to have to ask yourself. One, you already have the picture of yourself together, but how are you going to be a helpmeet to the man that would eventually put you in the position to get the things you say you want? And believe it or not, that cooking thing, it's not just about the food. It's what it says. Do you have a history of, let's say your ex-boyfriend, did you wash his clothes? Nope.
A few times.
Nope. You didn't wash his clothes. You washed his clothes when you were going to do yours. So what history do you have of, I'm going to use it. What history do you have of serving a man?
I used to cook for my ex-boyfriend. I did.
Okay. But serving, I mean, cooking. See, a lot of times especially with black women today, when they cook, it's more about them. So it's like, hey, I'm going to cook for you, and you cook salmon and whatever, and then you'll serve that. And they're like, it's a production. But then if it's just 2-piece Tuesdays, are you still serving your man? See, that's the kind of thing that makes the difference between a woman who's really, truly cooperative and submissive and feminine versus it's a little bit more for show. Have you ever hung around a lot of women from other cultures, like say women from Mexico, women from China? And when you
they know how to cook.
Where'd you go to college?
Washington State.
So when you were in Washington, did you ever hang out with any non-black women and see how those other cultures moved while you're on the yard?
Not too. It was mostly black.
Okay.
Friends
So this is
college, but
this is where going to a non-denominational church in Atlanta, even just to visit. See, visiting other cultures and seeing how women move is a completely different thing, because what you basically told me is a story that we hear often in the black community. That's what happened in the baby boomers and in silent generation. My mother's generation looked at her mother's generation as weak because they were wives and married and all that kind of stuff. They were the last generation that was married for 40, 50 a lifetime. But they all secretly wanted that. They were the first generation to get hit with this third wave or second wave feminism. My mother finally gave up that bullshit at 53, and she's been married at 52 and been married ever since. So there's hope. But she serving a man. There's a lot of things you're going to have to hear about and actually start to incorporate, because you can't wait to get a husband to do it. See, this is where white women, and to a lesser degree, and to a greater degree, Asian women, especially Chinese women, have a lot of women beat, because they like their men, and they actually don't have a problem serving their man or any other man. So let's say I asked you, did you do your boyfriend's laundry? And you said sometimes, and the answer should have been, I did it all the time. Matter of fact, Here's would have been even a better answer. I did his laundry, and then his roommate, I did his laundry too. See, if I said what is the race of the woman that did her boyfriend's laundry and his roommate's laundry, do you think somebody would have said black?
Probably not.
Nope. But then imagine if I said, here's what this woman looks like, and there's a picture of you. Do you think people would be shocked?
Maybe.
No, people would be hella shocked, Because they'll be like, a black woman did your laundry and your friend's laundry or your fraternity brother's laundry. Yeah. Okay. It's that kind of mindset, because at the end of the day, you can think about the kind of man you're saying you want to. This is a guy who's going to be working, 12-hour days, 16-hour days, $300,000 a year in corporate America. Or you know what it is to make that kind of money as an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. Right?
Right.
So there we go.
I'm soaking this in. This is great knowledge.
Yeah. So normally you have to pay for it, but stay in the group. Stay in the group. And I would love to, ladies, ask yourself, what would my ex say? Do an exit interview. Yeah, this was good.
Okay.
See you, Ariel.
Thank you so much. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
This conversation centered on the tension between career ambition and relationship priorities. The caller explained that she had grown up embracing ideas she associated with feminism, but had recently begun questioning whether those beliefs aligned with the kind of marriage and family life she now wanted. Rather than arguing against her past, she was trying to understand how to move forward. As a business owner, she described herself as an entrepreneur who enjoyed running her own company. At the same time, she said she would have no problem working from home after becoming a mother if that better supported her family. Kevin used this to ask a simple but important question. If a high-value man were considering marriage, what would he gain from choosing her as a partner? Her answer focused on qualities she believed would contribute to a traditional marriage. She said she could cook, present herself in a feminine way, and create a pleasant home environment. Kevin acknowledged those qualities but continued pushing her to think beyond a checklist and consider whether her current lifestyle reflected the priorities she claimed to have. Another revealing part of the discussion came when she admitted that her longest relationship had ended several years earlier and joked that she was now married to her business. Kevin interpreted that statement as more than a joke, suggesting that careers and businesses can sometimes become the primary relationship in a person's life if they consume most of their time and attention. His point wasn't that entrepreneurship is wrong, but that every major commitment involves trade-offs. The discussion also highlighted a broader issue that many professionals face: balancing personal ambition with relationship goals. Building a successful business requires enormous dedication, but so does building a successful marriage. The challenge is often finding a way for those priorities to support each other instead of competing against one another. The biggest takeaway from this conversation is that success in one area of life doesn't automatically create success in another. Whether someone prioritizes career, family, or both, being intentional about how those goals fit together may matter more than simply hoping they'll naturally align. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think it's possible to build a thriving business and a strong marriage at the same time? Or do most people eventually have to make difficult trade-offs?